it's making me realize and solidify my decision that probably not becoming a UC citizen, or at the very minimum not joining their bureaucratic nonsense of the Vanguard, was the right call. She's got you there. Look at that, the majesty of the Rust Planet. Mars, the god of war. A bloody bright star. Kind of a lot of UC stuff. But who's to be surprised? Right. So, we have been tasked with applying for a secretarial assistant to the director of this mining operation, which apparently is on... Is it on planet? No. Yes. It's in a star station. So, we are seemingly not on the right side of the planet. If I were to hazard a brief guess. So, let's go here. No, I don't wish... Mars Mech Factory does sound vaguely interesting. However, I want the system map. And we need this star station. That would be the one. But free star transport, settler, Deimos Star Yard.
Welcome to Deimos Star Yard.
Deimos.
If you have business, feel free to dock.
Lovely. That is my plan. So let's get into dock position. This is quite the establishment, it would seem. Alrighty, let's get on board. Deimos Star Yard. All this for probably not a lot of payout. Victory Hall.
When humanity finally left the cradle of Earth behind, the United Colonies was born. Intrepid explorers and
I did not
valiant
do
colonists
that.
used Deimos starships to venture into space.
Really? This is the welcoming party we get? It's a bit, disappointing.
The United Colonies and Deimos
Okay.
Star Yard, a historic partnership bringing an even brighter future.
Hello.
Deimos was exclusive. Deimos ships are responsible for...
Deimos builds some of the toughest ships in the settled systems. That's probably why the UC Navy continues to contract with them to this day.
Interesting. Info.
Welcome to...
Yeah. Deimos delivery opportunities. Building top... Okay. Speak to Sandra Fullerton. Building top-notch military vessels requires an abundance of valuable resources scattered across the settled systems. Deimos is searching for motivated entrepreneurs to provide us with the goods we need to get the job done. Interesting. Do you have what it takes to work with Deimos and make a fortune at the same time? Contact our sales associate, Sandra Fullerton, for further details. Delivery resource listing. Heavily utilizes... having a stroke. Heavily utilizes the following: aluminum, argon, chlorine, copper, lead, iron, nickel, and uranium. Please speak to our local sales associate to discover which resource is in demand and secure a contract. Executive assistant. That's the one. Lovely. I've realized this will be the second job that I've applied for in the matter of a very short period of time that I'm not qualified for. But apparently, they'll probably have very low standards. The other one was... I don't recall. I'll have to look at that one again. Seeking a highly motivated individual to assist the executive in charge of mining operations in day-to-day responsibilities. Prior executive assistant experience preferred, but not necessary. Must be willing to relocate to Cydonia. Internship is unpaid, with option for permanent role at end of contract. So it's an internship. Wow. Duties and responsibilities. Providing administrative assistance, which may include drafting and editing communications on the executive's behalf and keeping memos. Managing the executive's daily calendar. Organizing meetings and appointments. Performing minor accounting. Required skills and qualifications. Strong interpersonal skills. Written and verbal communication skills. Time management and organizational skills. Oh boy. I struck out big time on that one. Ability to proactively solve problems and make decisions in the interests of the executive. Ability to multitask. Does looting mid-firefight count? If so, I've got that down pat. Proactively solve problems and make decisions in the interest of the executive. That one, sure. Time management, organizational, not my strong suits. Written and verbal communication, not bad. Interpersonal skills, I don't have to shoot many people, so I would say that's a strong plus in that category. Normally when I shoot someone, it's because they shot at me first. Managing calendar, meetings and appointments, and minor accounting. Sounds horribly boring. How many years of experience do you have as an executive, administrative, or other corporate assistant? Truthfully, let's say that I, being a captain of a ship, now and in the past, let's say for 1 to 4 years, I, technically, being a captain, would qualify as, I think, in the spirit of this wording, an executive of my ship. And I didn't have a first mate at the time, so I had to assist myself in my planning and accounting and other various things. So, is that blurring the lines a bit? Probably. Will it help me get the job? Who knows. Highest level completed. Secondary school. You will now be asked a series of questions to help us assess your competence for this role. Please answer honestly to the best of your ability. The executive wants you to bring them a whiskey neat. What does that mean? Let's see. We have a trick question. Executives aren't allowed to drink on the job. About 43 ml shot of whiskey served in a glass at room temp. Full glass of whiskey with 2 chilled whiskey stones, 2 thimbles of whiskey, 2 drops of water in a chilled glass. Well, that one. A VIP arrives at the office for a meeting with the executive, who is inexplicably running late. What should you do? Entertain the client with jokes until the executive arrives? Probably not. Reschedule the client's meeting with the exec for another time? Probably not. Offer drinks, apologize, assure that the exec will return soon? Nothing. Never speak with the client without exec approval. Offer drinks. A malfunction prevents the executive starship from starting up, and they need to go to an important off-world meeting soon. What course of action do you take? Offer them to use your beat-up old piece of garbage. Probably not a great option. Contact the client and cancel the meeting, rescheduling for another day. Use the company credits to immediately charter an expensive luxury craft. Get their ship towed to the shop. It's okay if they're late. That's probably the more reasonable option. That's probably the one that they want me to do. Gotta play the game. While handling the executive's email, you come across a message from someone claiming to have damaging info about the executive. What should you do? Take the info to the board of directors so they can handle it? Maybe. Ignore the email, then block the sender? Probably. Sounds like junk mail to me. Confront the exec and blackmail them in hopes of getting a big raise? Probably not. Ask them how they want it handled and never speak of it again. Ignore it and block it. The executive contacts you and asks you to see them in their office in the middle of the night. You can tell they are drunk. What do you do? Immediately go to their office, take care of them until they sober up? Yeah, probably. Ignore them, go back to sleep. The exec probably won't remember. Eek. Contact security, let them deal with it. Go and do whatever they want, even if it would damage their character. No, we're going to help them sober up. Please be aware that all answers are final and will be reviewed when considering your application. If you would like to submit or like to change an answer now, select the option to start over, otherwise proceed with the application. Submit. Francis, thank you for your interest in Deimos and for submitting your application. We will review your skills and experience and let you know if we feel you're a good match for the position. We appreciate you choosing Deimos. For crying out loud, I have to wait.
Deimos.
Hi. Alright. Ground pounder. Oh, yeah. That's the Altair system. Alternating currents. Speak whichever. I've applied for the job. Oh. I have to go back to Trevor so I can get the inside scoop on how to be guaranteed the spot.
No other ship can hold a candle to a Deimos. It's not even close.
Yeah, whatever.
You should be honored to step foot.
You look important.
Ah, it's nice to see someone not in uniform. They can be so touchy, you know.
I do.
Always eager to point out the slightest problem. Oh, please tell me you aren't secretly some high-ranking general, are you?
I am the Grand Generalissimo of the Settled Systems.
Should I bow or curtsy then? I assume you're
Neither.
here for a ship. Either that or you are really, really lost. Mr. Henderson handles
Funny
sales,
story.
but if you want to know anything about our ships, I'm your gal.
So, what's the lowdown on the ships here?
I mean, they're very good, obviously. But these days, everyone's using the same core tech, right?
Pretty much.
Oh, shit. Do you know you can be lectured on being too honest? Right. What makes Deimos special, though, is the package. We've been building ships forever, and the way we put it all together, well, it's really good. In a I'm gonna murder my enemies sort of way. Hmm?
What? That took a real big turn there. I don't quite follow you on that one. How did you learn about ships? So much about them, rather.
The UC Navy. I repaired just about every class of vessel there is. I even repaired Henderson's longsword once or twice.
I don't know who that is.
I swear that man has a guardian angel with him full time. Or 3. Deimos hired me because I know every rivet and microchip on these ships. So if Henderson gets stumped on something, it's showtime.
No offense, but out of the handful of people that I've walked past and tried to speak with, they're all very boring.
Anytime. You know, with the talking again.
Yeah, I'm getting there. But you have a lot more energy.
Oh, yeah? Well, I take that as a compliment. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It can be pretty hard working with these no-nonsense military types.
Ah, they're military. That
Oops.
explains it.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say things like that, at least not so loudly. I've already been written up
probably.
twice this week. I can only take so many lectures. Man, I could really use a drink.
Oh. I imagine that this place doesn't have the best of booze, does it?
Well, we don't have much of it at all. We have to keep up appearances.
Oh, of course.
What I could really use is Jake's Stout. From Jake's Bar in New Atlantis, of course. Or the Well, to be more specific. I used to
I've been
love
past
that
it.
place when I lived there. I mean, Jake isn't friendly, but he could make a pretty good drink. Say, you're the traveling type, right?
That'd be
Do you
accurate.
mind grabbing me one of Jake's Stouts?
When I'm back in New Atlantis, sure.
Awesome! Thank you so much. I eagerly await your return.
Lovely. Additionally, now that I've been tasked with that, I read that there's some delivery jobs that you're offering up.
If you have your own ship, we're always looking for bulk resources.
I do.
The Star Yards have negotiated a set price with the Trade Authority, twice the market rate.
Okay, okay. So how does this work exactly?
Once you have the requested resources in your cargo hold, just return to me. We'll pay you the agreed fee, and we'll send the porters to pick up the cargo.
Lovely.
If you deliver the full amount, there's a bonus in it for you, too.
I like the sound of that. And I'm assuming just on random planets, moons, and other celestial bodies.
Most contractors either represent mining companies or are miners themselves. But really, we don't care where you get the resources. So however you procure them is your own affair.
Lovely. Some gray area work is my specialty. What are you looking for?
As a first-time contractor, I am required by law to let you know that every Star Yard offers the same terms. But
Okay.
obviously, you should deal with us. Depending on your cargo hold size, you may need to make several trips to fulfill the order. So what we need is aluminum. The request is for a large quantity, 5,000 units of it.
Holy crap. Yeah, I can work on getting that for you.
Excellent. This invoice has the details.
I hope it's not time sensitive. I do have some aluminum to deliver, but I think I better hold on to that because it might come in handy with building mining equipment.
Oh, yeah. Bye.
Yes. Let's have a look at that. Taste of Home. This one. 5,000 aluminum. Holy crap. That's a lot. Granted, I don't have any on me right now. It's all back in my ship.
That feeling of sitting in the cockpit of a long sword.
Yes. The feeling of sitting in the Deimos starships is so unrivaled. Unparalleled. I don't care. You look unpleasant.
alive out there, you've come to the right place.
Are you
Hello.
sure you're in the right place?
What's that mean? Piss off.
What do we have here? A civilian in my star yard. Deimos
Yeah.
prides itself on being the UC's
Problem?
first and last line of defense in space.
Should tighten up your
But we're
security.
more than happy to protect and arm bold entrepreneurs that do their business among the stars.
Okay. I mean, it's certainly something.
History was forged in our star yard, time and time again. So, let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Okay. Are they really that good, though? Like, why should I go Deimos rather than, like, some other brand? Like Stroud Uckland, I believe.
Yes, they are. I flew my longsword in 43 combat missions. It never once failed me.
Okay.
That's what you get with Deimos. Our ships have been battle-tested for decades longer than anyone else.
Alright. 43 missions is pretty impressive.
I've had a long and successful military career. Deimos starships have played a major part in it. In fact, I'm sure that if I flew any lesser starship, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now talking to you. That's what
All right.
Deimos affords you. The confidence to go soaring into the fire, the death, and know that you will make it out alive.
I generally try to avoid that kind of stuff. Mostly because it affects my potential life expectancy. But when it comes down to it, if it's got firepower, I do appreciate that.
Then you'll love the ships we have on offer. If you ever get into a combat situation, your enemies won't know what hit them. And that's the way it should be.
I would tend to agree. What do you have on offer?
Excellent.
The longsword. For just a cool 82,000 credits. Good grief. The phalanx. 161. Oh my. Hull cargo capacity. I need cargo capacity. Gladius. 72. Oh my goodness. Got really beefy grav drives though. Aegis. These are absurd. Yeah, gonna let you in on a little secret. I don't have that kind of money at this time. So, thanks, but no thanks.
When you get serious about your spacecraft, come back to Deimos.
I'll keep you in mind. I can make no promises. Anyways,
Yes, sir. We're operating at 50%.
we've
Easy to take on board.
basically accomplished all we can here. Marshmallow treats. Pass. So, we might as well get back down to the bloody planet and I don't know, talk with Trevor
Alright,
again.
Let's get this crate into space.
Yes. See, I'm going to go back to Mars so we can talk with Trevor. Make sure we get that executive assistant's spot. Additionally, it gives us a little bit more time for the band of bounty hunters to possibly leave that system where Barrett is. That is my hope. And I feel like... Hello. An unrealistic hope.
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate.
True.
That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
A little bit.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Coe and where his stargazing landed him.
sounds dark, potentially disastrous. Like you're trying to impart some sort of wisdom. Let's not crash into the Star Yard. Let's get myself oriented. Where in the freaking world is Mars? There it is. Alright, let's start making our way back there. Yes. No, let's leave them alone. Phobos. It's 1/10 of a light second away. Okay, so we need to get back to Mars, and no, I wanted my map. Here we go. Yes, no, we'll back up here. We need Mars, Sidonia. I was like, work in progress. What is that? Oh, that's right. That's our, well, less than amazing, mine. So let's get there, and
While we're here, we should definitely stock up on supplies at the exchange.
I would agree. I think we need tungsten for our mining operation. We also need to find a place that can harvest a bunch of aluminum. Like, tons of it. We need 5,000 units. Of course, we could explore other...
Crime's at an all-time low around
Yes.
Sidonia. Let's keep it that way.
Well, apparently your hours without incident are also at an all-time low.
Talk to me if you reckon you can connect it.
Right. What was I... No, I need to speak with Trevor. Where in the bloody world is he? Is he down here? Maybe. Have you seen Trevor? No? A lot of good you do me. Iron. Trevor. There you are. Again, like I was, before my thoughts trailed off, we could explore less than, more gray methods of acquisition in our endeavors to become, well, long-haul people, I guess.
Don't worry.
Haulers.
We're gonna make sure you get that job.
Good. Yeah, that's what I'm here to talk to you about.
Trust me, this is the best shot we've got at getting that request approved.
Well, I'm back to tell you that I've filled out the application.
Okay, now we need to ensure you get hired. Basically, we'll need to make sure you're the only choice. To do that, you'll need to get access to the HR terminal in the corporate office upstairs on the main level.
Like here?
If you delete the other applications from the system, you'll be a shoo-in.
So, you're not confident in my ability to get the job on my dashing good looks and charm alone. That's kind of disappointing. But contingency plans are a good thing to have. And if I'm the only choice, I'm guaranteed to get the spot, which I respect the thought. Alright. So, How do I gain access to this computer? And aren't they going to think it's weird that they were all deleted?
Ooh, that silence is, believe me, if you knew Tia, you wouldn't worry.
Okay.
I'll be honest, she's so overworked and behind in her tasks that I don't even think she knows there are any applications.
All right.
That's a good point, though. Once your application is in, I'll ping her and ask her to take a look to see if any applications came in for me. That should get her to finally take a look. See yours, and if all goes well, she'll hire you on the spot.
Lovely. Where do I go to get to this computer?
I happen to know that the HR director, Tia, and the other women in the office tend to go to the Broken Spear for happy hour at 5 every evening. That's your window of opportunity.
Lovely. While I'm not the greatest with computers, it sounds like it's easy enough.
That's the spirit. Believe me, this is gonna help everyone. By the way, the HR password is password spelled backwards, which Tia thinks is pretty clever. She gets talkative during happy hour, and loud. Surprised everyone doesn't know her password, honestly. Anyway,
Same.
should be pretty easy. Good luck.
Why am I not surprised that, like,
A friend offered me a nice cushy
bureaucracy
office job,
breeds
but I'm making double hours,
incompetence?
so don't be mine.
Like, for crying out loud. Really? Is that really her password? Ugh. Fine, whatever. That's besides the point. What in the world time is it? That is more important. Alright, so it is 5:06 local time. Meaning should be like 5 in the morning, provided they're not going on they're going on a 12-hour clock. What do we even have here? H2O, chlorine, lead, and chlorosilanes. Nothing useful for aluminum, which makes sense, I suppose. Right. We might have to do a little bit of waiting. Additionally, delete the candidate's applications. Alright, cool. It's still here. That's all that really mattered to me.
This is only my first contract, but I've already hauled more ore than any of the old-timers could ever produce.
Okay, good for
Kinda
you.
jealous of me.
Can you just ask if I'm jealous? I'm not. I got out of the mining business. Well, as a miner. I'm actually in the process of building a mine just outside there. Probably actually won't get me much of anything. But hey, you never know. Alright, right. UC Exchange. Let's stop in there, kill some time, see what they got to sell to me.
Might want to head on over to Reliant.
What?
Dr. Flynn will get you patched up.
What? I'm not that badly hurt. Can't be. Yes, I would say I'm perfectly fine. Don't worry me like that. Reliant Medical. UC Exchange. Oh, hello.
We got a lot of good stuff here. Come take a look, eh?
Yeah.
Got a little bit of everything.
Do you work alone? Because if you do, you must be exhausted.
Oh, friendo, you have no idea. You see, not only do I sell goods for the United Colonies, I also need to receive the shipments, stock the shelves, manage the inventory.
That's a lot to do.
Why, even now I have this big delivery. Tracking says it is here, but it is clearly not here. I don't see it, do you?
I don't.
The ship is out in the desert of Mars, not where it should be. Ship services tells me they can look at it, but I need my goods soon, and they're taking too long.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. What kind of shipment are we talking about?
Oh, just various crates of supplies. Nothing unusual.
Sure.
You see what I have in stock, yes, friendo? More of that. The people here, they need their supplies.
Okay.
And
okay.
I need to sell them supplies.
Fair.
And without that shipment, neither can happen, right?
What do you think happened to it?
What happened? I don't know. The ship was marked as approaching, then it landed somewhere out there, and that was the last I heard. Did it crash? I hope not. But maybe, yes it did. That would be terrible. My shipment would be ruined.
It's very possible.
Ship's crew. Oh, how tragic. What if? But we must not assume. We must be sure.
Yeah.
And we must get my shipment. That is also important. Let's not forget.
Yes, yes, yes. I am an endeavoring entrepreneur, and I could be persuaded to go and look for your shipment.
You could? Yes? This is what I hoped when we talked. If you go to where the ship was last seen, you could look at it. Find out what happened.
Yes.
Take care of anything on board that shouldn't be there. Pirates, killer robots, heat leeches, whatever. And check the crates to make sure nothing is broken.
Of course.
Then come back to me, so I can send someone to recover the shipment and get to selling. Easy as peasy, as they say.
Yes. Also,
no rush, but, well, actually, the quicker you find my cargo ship, the better.
It's a work in progress. Chill. Do you have any deals going right now? Sales?
Do I have any good deals, you say? Friendo, I am full of good deals. My prices may be fixed by UC pencil pushers many worlds away, but I may find ways to work with you.
Alright.
For example, I buy things to refurbish and resell. You bring me these, I give you credits, and we make deals.
I like the sound of that. No. What do you have in stock?
Take a look.
Combat knife? Nah. No. No. Interesting. Eon. Side Star. Equinox. Probably sold some of this to you, I feel. Deep Recon Pack. That's actually kind of cool. I like it. Mildly. UC Marine Pack. Star Trek. Oh. That's a fancy looking suit. I still like mine a bit more. Deep Recon Space Helmet. No. I like to keep a lower profile. Thank you very much. Penicillin. More meats. Or like foods, rather. Okay, okay. Control rod. No. I need... Do you have it? I think it was tungsten. Oh, you do. That's actually nice. Digipix. I don't really have I have a lot of those right now. But I could do with that. Lovely. And how about... Do I have anything to sell to you? Probably not. I'm actually pretty well set on rubbish having been removed from my inventory. Nope, I do not. Thank you.
See you later, friendo.
Yes, indeed. Sarah, I have good news. We have more tungsten for our lead mining operation out on the surface. Additionally, I have some...
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Some less savory news depending on your interpretation. We've got to...
I used to think we'll have a second date.
Find their HR department. And...
It's hard not to worry when your spouse is doing all the hard
well...
work down in the mines.
Commit some questionable activities to guarantee ourselves a little job. that can help actually a lot of people. So maybe don't ask too many questions.